Good morning and welcome to Beanbrook Nursery. I realized that lately I haven't done any prairie walkthroughs to show you how the front garden has been progressing through the season. We are now heading into early summer, heading into midsummer. I'll show you what's blooming. So here we are in front of the porch. We have some New England aster that has spread quite a bit. Some thick spike blazing star. There's a big blue stem in there. Back down in there is a very small wild blue indigo. It is just getting started. It's fine for it to be in the shady area right now as it is just growing, surrounded by some blue grama to keep back the weeds. And as we move this way, we have some hairy beard tongue, which is very nearly at the end of its blooming period. It is starting to set some seeds. You can see the purple seed pods, so they are still pretty, even in seed. We have some little blue stem and a big mound of bergamot, which is just getting started at blooming. We replaced the lanceleaf coreopsis that used to be on this side with a butterfly weed. The lanceleaf coreopsis did not come back this year, so we're replacing it with something that will. Some June grass and anise hyssop and some smooth blue aster. Moving to this side of the porch where we have some more smooth blue aster and some drop seed. Prairie smoke is done. That was an early spring bloomer. The drop seed is getting ready to seed out. The lupin is done. Coreopsis is in full bloom, as is the butterfly milkweed. We will have some rough blazing star in this area here later in the summer, as well as many different types of asters. Here we have some purple prairie clover that is blooming. It's a very lovely plant, and it shows off the orange of the butterfly weed. Got a lot of very large little blue stem mature plants in here. This is going to be a showy goldenrod when it blooms later this fall. We have here in front 3 upland white asters to set off the greenery that will be behind here. This is smooth penstemon. It is done with its blooming phase and will soon begin to turn red. The foliage will turn red. We are starting to head into the echinacea blooming season. You can see one down there, purple coneflower. It has drop seed in with it. We have some Indian grass behind a blue false indigo, also known as wild blue indigo. It is also surrounded in the front of it with blue grama. You can see the prairie alum root is done also blooming, but it still looks nice. Has some nice unique characteristics. Meadow blazing star will be blooming, and it has some sky blue aster behind it, bordered by more little blue stem, more butterfly weed, coreopsis, and showy goldenrod. There's a grouping of purple coneflowers back there that are getting ready to bloom. So this part of the garden has a theme to it, which is butterfly milkweed, coreopsis, blazing stars, showy goldenrods, and little blue stems with some asters mixed into it. And it just keeps repeating and repeating. And back here we have a lead plant. That is this plant here. It is not ready to bloom this year, but soon. Maybe next year it'll be blooming. And some lovely purple coneflowers that are blooming. Bradbury's Monarda is done blooming, but it still has some very unique purple seed heads. And it is also paired in here with some downy wood mint. That is this flower here. It's got those tiered seed heads on them. And the shadier side is nearly done with its season. The graceful sedge and the columbine are pretty much done. We have a grouping of common milkweed here. It's right underneath our bedroom window, and so I love the smell of milkweed and it gets to waft into the house on breezy nights. And the great blue lobelia is right back here. And we are waiting for it to come up and start blooming as well. There are some river oats. It's a unique grass. Very thick leaves on it. We're going to see what those seed heads look like when they start coming out. Thank you for watching.